battalion will advance. Forward. March. Column left. March. Step. 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 Here. Or step. Arm. Step. 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 Halt. Halt.
Can you all hear me? You can all hear me at the back? You're good? Okay. I just want to know where to stand.
It's horrible volunteers to go ahead and get this one standing in the shade now. So the rest of my units out there in the sun. But you're never supposed to volunteer for anything in the military. Oh, here come the British.
Sir, I'm just going to use
well.
Thank you.
Well, are the other ones coming?
Aiden's coming, I think.
Like, sorry, Dave.
Neil, look at the camera. Do a big smile for the camera. There you go.
Break the camera that way.
So we're going to take the whole battalion along the ridge here and form a line facing that way. And then we're going to restructure it. You're going to take your battalion and then we're going to move our lights into the picket zones. We're going to form our plows and go behind them. Okay?
When the cannons go off, that's when we move.
That
way we're going to pre-position there for the cannons are still way down there. Not this one, the one on the way. Whatever guys are ready to get, we still got time. I don't want to run them in the ground and see all the time.
Okay, guys, so listen up. Once we start moving up, you got to bring your gaps out again. Yeah, we will. Because we need to form line to the left, okay? And we're not going too far. We're just going out in the sun. Right.
They're gonna let me pre-position you. There's that big tree over there, and then we're gonna go from there. When the cannons go off, we take off. So whoever can't keep up, don't worry about it, because we're gonna be at the guns for a while. So when you get up there, you get up there. I don't want anybody going down. I don't want anybody with heat stroke or anything like that.
I don't know how long they're gonna take.
Right up there with you.
If my boys get a bit older, they have to be on the field as messengers.
We'll have to talk
Right now, we're going to go out as a whole column.
I knew it wasn't 16, but you have them as positions for everyone.
To go out like I said, pre-position you out there, that one pump of food.
Just have to stay.
Guns go off, we go. Anybody can't keep up, don't sweat. We'll have the guns, we're going to be out there for a while, and when the British come out, then that's when we open up. We don't have to, we're not loading or any shooting before we go out there. We'll be okay.
I've only been here for 3 years.
We won't shoot, yeah, we'll be retreating back when they come out. You got it right. Yeah, we're going to shoot, we're not retreating, but we shoot when they come out.
You need an upgrade.
I'd say two. You know, you don't want to overdo it. Shoot 2 volleys, fall back. Shoot 2 volleys, fall back. If you want to have 2 and 2, you know, 2 guys, wife, you know, fire teams. Right? You do it. It's your company. You go ahead and do it the way you want to.
Yeah, we're going to do play-by-play, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
The front
Well, that's what I'll do. I think I'll do the same thing. That way it'll make us look like a pretty good size. We'll dress on you and do, you know, 1 line fire, fall back, 1 line fire, fall back, 1 line. Go ahead.
You're an officer. Everyone is loaded besides you two.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, he's gonna wait for you guys.
You already told us that.
I didn't want you guys to see everybody else loading.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I've already told them. Got them on the ball.
First late
When we get out to the tree, we take off when the guns go off, and then when we get out to the guns, we're going to come out.
Gentlemen, can one of you guys put the fence back so I can go join my units? Thank you.
Well, right now, we're going to go out of one battalion. And he's going to reposition. Let's go. Come, go.
Step. 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 Step.
Here, go catch up with the second. I got this. Trying to. There we go.
its siege lines, its big heavy guns, because they're starting to inflict some heavier casualties on Americans inside the big fort in camp. So on September 17th, they sent out troops to storm the British guns.
Okay, let's go.
Was schläft weiter?
So you guys see the blue and gray uniforms out here. That's the standard uniform of the U.S. Army. They ran out of a lot of blue uniforms, really. So a lot of American troops went into action with gray roundabout work mode. The summer heat actually felt a little more comfortable. The skirmishers are already taking pot shots at the British gun position. Now you've got a column of maybe now the U.S. artillery is offering some support. The cannons did a lot of the damage on the battlefield back then. And close range fire is something the Americans called canisters. Picture an apple juice can filled with iron golf balls. Turn your cannon into a big shotgun. And you can load and fire the cannon pretty quickly. So you got further away, you go to cannonballs and try to skip the cannonball across the ground. And the British had two secret weapons. One invented by a guy named Henry Shrapnel. It was a better bomb, so at long range you could fire shrapnel shells out of your cannon. The U.S. Army didn't have that. The British also stole an idea from India, and that's rockets. And the Congreve rocket had an incredible range. It just had a colossal accuracy problem. Sometimes you'd fire a lot of rockets, but the rockets would turn around and come right back. Well, it looks like that one of the American columns has made it to battery number 1. On a full-time fighting regiment. In Ontario, they had the Glencoe infantry, wore bright green uniforms. Royal Newfoundland Regiment fought here. The New Brunswick Regiment fought here. You'll see a few gray jackets also on the British side. Those are the voltigeurs, full-time fighting troops from Lower Canada, what we call Quebec. You'll also see some green jacketed Canadians who are in the local militia, the Lincoln Militia, York Militia, all served in the battles here in Canada. And these reports, it was hard to avoid because these battles were being fought in their farmyards and in their villages. Now everybody's got a pretty tall hat on. That might look a little silly to us today. But that was sort of the fashion. What we call a top hat had become fashionable before the War of 1812. But they also felt that a big tall hat with a metal plate on it. You got water?
Sergeants and corporals have white epaulets on their uniforms. They had switched over to the stripes or chevrons. It's a pretty variant. They would do that later on in the Both sides also have some dismounted cavalry troops. They can leave their horses behind and join in the infantry to fire at the enemy.
And I'm an arrow guy. All of my weapons.
Of course, the more you fire, the more foul your musket becomes. Harder to ram the country down. The lock gets covered in blood. So instead of having an 80% success rate firing your musket, it might go down to 30%. In a hot uniform, you're going to be parched. Musket cartridges. They don't take And most veterans from back then talk about the incredible thirst of being on a battlefield. And by the end of a battle, their shoulder was black and blue. So, people ask, what's the recoil on? Well, if you're firing ammunition from a musket, if you've ever fired a 12-gauge shotgun with double-aught butt, add a little bit to that. So it's going to give you a wallop in your shoulder. So you're deafened, you're blinded.
Oops, sorry, sir.
Now they could fire by rank, but generally you broke your line into sections, or platoons. Each company usually have 2 platoons and you take turns firing in volleys. And it was really the British who dominated the battlefields of Europe and North America with their platoon volleys. Finally, at the Battle of Chippewa, American troops were able to do something that George Washington's army never did. And even Napoleon's Imperial Guard couldn't do, and that's stand toe-to-toe and beat the British stand-up firefight. So at this point, the Americans aren't even firing volleys. They're just going to fire as fast as possible. It can be advantageous, obviously, but it also sends a message to your enemy that you're starting to lose cohesion. You're getting less and less organized. cannons are allowed, but they're firing half the gunpowder that would have been used at a service charge back then.
Yeah, it doesn't go in. He said by the sound.
A little less kick than ground back.
Yeah. Well, that's an 11 gauge shotgun.
Well, it looks like something's
I shot 90 grains
happening
for
out
3
there.
yards. That's
Pretty heavy.
that's what shot.
Now, there were times where there were lulls in a battle.
It's a lot of,
There'd be a
well, it's
temporary
3/4 of an
ceasefire.
inch of lead.
Usually,
That's 735 ball.
to bury the dead. There's a big monument next to the Old Fort. In August of 1814, they actually stopped shooting at each other on a very hot day, so the American Army could go out and bury mostly British and Canadian dead. So here the redcoats and the blue jackets are being friendly. That's a good thing about having a safe reenactment. These guys don't. So they're not going to really try to kill each other because they're probably going to want to have a cold beverage together. Now this time, of course, we had a bit of fun. We blew off some gunpowder. We got to see a bit of a show. But you are standing on an actual battlefield. It's part of the draw for the reenactors who started this over 40 years ago. You often go to reenactments, but you're not on the exact same ground. There's no fort on the ground anymore. Our big city's been built over it. Generations of people here in Fort Erie have preserved these lands. Because people here locally knew what happened here. 15,000 men served in the siege of Fort Erie, and about 3,000 were killed and wounded. So to end our battle weekend here, we've called back out the drums of the Crown Forces. What we'll ask you to do at this time is stand, if you can, maybe doff your cap. And don't play a lament. Honor the fallen in the siege of Fort Erie. ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for our volunteer reenactors? Travel from around North America to come to Fort Erie. We're going to ask you to stay off the battlefield. We have to clean up our battlefield a little bit here. The reenactors now have a little parting ceremony amongst themselves.
Excuse me.
Oh, so sorry.
Go ahead, thank you. Farewell till next year here. But you're still welcome to wander through the camps. You can still get on the guided tour at the Old Fort. Maybe grab yourself an ice cream cone or something to eat. And of course, if you see any young people with a bucket that says support the fort, you can put a loonie or a toonie or a buck or two in there to keep these events going to cover some of the costs that we have. But really, all the credit goes to these great volunteers who are committed to telling the stories for fate. Thank you, merci, Yahweh.
Woo!